try to contain.
Let's see what kind of adjustments the Hurricanes make. Split backfield, handoff up the middle, and this will be a pickup about 3 or 4 yards. Guarini able to gain just enough to cross the 20, or make it the 30-yard line up to about the 31-yard line. 32, in fact, is where the referee will spot the football.
And so far, they're mixing it up with Guarini and Bryant. They both carried nearly the same. Bryant had about 50 more carries, but they're going to be mixing it up, I think, today.
And of course, you talked to the coach, and you mentioned to me, at least when you came back up, where they're going to throw the football. We haven't seen it yet from these Red Devils. Handoff off the right side, big hole, but closed up quickly. Eatinger there first, will pull him back and drag him down.
Eatinger's getting really good penetration right now. He's reading the play really well, and that's going to be a key for Marian to stop them after about a 4-yard gain or so.
Ball will be placed across the 35 on forward motion, just before the 36, so we'll call it a gain of 3 on the play. A lot of fans made it from Woodstock. I must admit, a lot of stands out here. Wasn't enough to bring the entire Woodstock area, but they did give us plenty of room, though. Give them credit here. And of course, this Hall side is plenty packed. Handoff, Bryant nowhere to go. He'll be stopped and driven, maybe for a gain of a yard, but will be short of the marker by 2 yards.
I think that timeout really sparked the Hurricanes. Ever since then, they've really shut down the Red Devils.
Look like Gary Borgi was the one to make the lead tackle on the play. So this will be 4th down and about 2 yards. And let's see what Hall's going to do.
I would think this early in the game they're going to punt the ball. They are at their own 38, but I've seen stranger things, Rusty.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for it here. Points are important in games like this, semifinals. Here, your first major decision. Quarterback keeper going forward. He's got the first down.
And again, that big line surging straight ahead, and that's a big play for the Red Devils here early.
Well, they mentioned to the right side of the line, 210, 230, 240. You're following your center at 190. That was enough for the first down of about 3 yards. You can take a look on the replay. Watch the way he just surges forward. Easy does it. 1st and 10, handoff, first back. Guarini going to go forward for another 4 yards.
I think the Hurricanes were a little fooled on that play. It looked like it was going to Bryant, but Guarini ended up taking the carry up the middle for about 3.
3 or 4 yard gain, 2nd down and a long 6. No, actually about 5.5. Well, one of the two. We could be close either way, Grant. I don't have my measuring stick out here, but you can see it right there.
About half.
Turglighetti, Bryant and Guarini, fake handoff. Now he wants to throw. Rush coming out in front of him, flip pass in the middle, and nearly picked off. A good chance by the Hurricanes to pick that floater pass off there. Nice try, in fact, by Racanelli, as he was trying to get the pass look like Zeal.
And Rusty, that's the first time we've seen Jeff Turglighetti throw the ball. A little bit of a lob, just about got it over the Hurricane defenseman, but we'll see if they try to throw the ball. Now, the coach told me before the game that they were going to throw the ball if they had to. Hopefully they'd be able to, but I think he's trying to establish the run early on this drive.
Little motion up to the top, now a handoff. Guarini off the left side this time. Able to pick up a few, but not enough to get near the midfield stripe. Up to about the 49, a 3 yard pickup. Sets up a 4th down and 2. So another 4th down call here for the Red Devils. We've seen so far the Red Devils, they went forward 4th and 3 on their last set of downs.
I don't know if they can pull the trick twice. Now, they did get the first down on a gutsy call on the 38-yard line. Let's see what they do here. They are going for it.
Well, 2nd try at 4th down. They're 1 for 1 so far. Split backfield, 2nd back pushing to no way. He's not going to get it. He was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a great defensive job. Looked like Smith was in there.
Big play by Pat Smith. He just came charging forward and stopped him about a half yard short of the first down. Marian will take over at the 49-yard line.
Give some credit in there for Andy Racanelli also helping out in on the tackle. So now 1st and 10, the Hurricanes have the football. Joe Rocker's in at quarterback. Mueller and Liska in the backfield will set the rest of the offensive line. Liska, first down play, breaking forward and falls down out about the 45-yard line, a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play.
And on that carry, Rusty, Liska becomes the all-time McHenry County rushing leader. He needed 4 yards to pass Dave Mohap, who had the record with 2,156 yards set back in 1977. Liska now your all-time McHenry County rushing leader.
Second down, we'll call it about 6. Handoff, break to the outside, goes forward, tackle down about the 40-yard line, just shy of the marker for about 2 yards. Let me give you the rest of the offensive line. We'll have Paul Eatinger, one of the wide receivers, Logan Pfeiffer, Bob Helms, Andy Racanelli, Mike Mertel, Louis Miskowitz, and Kelly Metcalf rounds out the rest of the offensive line for the Hurricanes.
On that play, Rusty, number 80, Nick Heuser, lifted Liska off the ground, came back from his defensive back position and made a nice play to stop Liska for about 5 yards.
Third down, handoff. Shado going forward. He's got the first, though. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, did a great job falling forward. Credit the tackle to Craig Pinter, 6 foot 210.
And I think
senior.
the Red Devils may be thinking twice about 2 straight fourth down situations where they decided to go for it. Now Marion's got great field position. They're down on the Red Devil 38-yard line driving here.
So 1st and 10. Split wide receiver, Smith and Eatinger. Split backfield. Rocker short drop, looking to the far side. He's got Eatinger. He's got the soft hands and the first down and more. Sideline 25, 20, 15. Pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pinter, the one to knock him out of bounds.
And everybody looks for Liska, but the Red Devils know that if they're going to win this football game, they have to stop that combination right there. Joe Rockers to Paul Eatinger.
26-yard pickup. The ball will be placed down about the 13-yard line.
As you see on the replay here, Eatinger with a nice play. He pulled it back in from one hand and then got about 15 more yards with great speed down the sideline.
1st and 10, ball placed at about the 13, 14-yard line. I formation, handoff. Liska cutting his way forward. Pinter hits him, drives forward. Still second and third effort. He may be down to about the 10-yard line.
Good point, Rusty. He was hit 3 different times, but he still was able to get about 5 yards, and that's just vintage Jason Liska right there.
Picks up about 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5.
So 2nd down and 5. Actually, the ball placed at about the 9-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. So 2nd down. Smith set out wide to the near side. Eatinger on the far side, split backfield. Rockers looking at Eatinger. Cut over the middle, tipped up in the air. As intercepted, it is.
It was picked off by number 25, Eric Bryant. You saw him a moment ago carry the ball, but he proves he can play defense, and they made a big play to stop Eatinger right there. Rockers threw it right across the middle, but Bryant was there, and a big play for the Red Devils, because if the Hurricanes scored here, they would put them in a deep hole early.
If anything, the ball was not a touchback. It was down at the 1-yard line, so the Red Devils did stop the Hurricanes, but they are bad field position, touching their goal line, or just near it. Ball is placed at the one you see on the replay, how that ball was tipped.
We'll see here if they're going to, I doubt they would throw the ball here. I think they're just going to look for Bryant, probably around the left side, just to try to get out of the end zone.
So 1st and 10. Handoff, and let's see, off the left side, not much running room
And
there.
that's what they did, Rusty, but they weren't able to get past a big surge by the Hurricanes there.
Guarini,
the one to carry the football, to place the football up a yard or two to about the 3-yard line. Guarini now 5 carries, 14 yards so far. One thing I do admit, we've seen the Hurricanes come out strong offensively. Usually when you see teams feel each other out, you don't usually see yardage on the opening drives.
And what they were trying to do, probably from the scout tapes, they were trying to see if the scout tapes matched up to what they're actually seeing on the field. They may or may not.
Handoff on the counter, and Taglianetti, not much running room there. He was met by about 3 or 4 Hurricanes. Great job, Racanelli, stopping the surge to the far side. Josh Turwinetti was the one to carry it, the brother of the quarterback.
That's
the first time we've seen someone other than Bryant or Guarini carry the ball. We'll see if that continues here.
Well, this will set up a 4th down, and I really don't think that we're going to see a attempt here to go for it on 1st down here.
No, I would say not. We'll
timeout
see.
Taken by... Oh, looks like an official's timeout. Thought it was taken by...
Clock is running. they're going to have, we'll see their first punt.
We'll get to them in just a moment, one of our sponsors. Actually, they're going for it here. So they say it's only third down, incomplete. That's actually fourth down than what I got.
Turgeletti's pass intended for Bryant, broken up by Racanelli.
I don't know if there was a penalty now, but now they're calling this fourth down.
Apparently, I recall a run, 3 runs actually previous to this, but I guess not. So they're calling this fourth down. So fourth down at about the 2-yard line. This will be a punting situation.
And finally, we'll get to see number 85,
Zeal
John
with the
Zeal,
kick,
punt the
and
ball.
this will be bouncing in favor. In fact, Macon Eager picked it up right in front.
Gutsy call by Paul Eager. I don't know if you do that. That's a really risky play because if he misses the handle, that could be trouble.
Okay, let's see if we can help out our sponsors. I've been trying to do this, and I know everybody else has been waiting for me to do this. Let's see if we can do it since we got time now. Smith Engineering Consultants of McHenry is proud to service local municipalities and to actively participate in community functions. Besides providing design services in the areas of civil engineering, surveying, and land planning, Smith Engineering is involved in your community. That's Smith Engineering, 1-815-385-1778. Fumble on the play, and let's see who's got it. Referees are looking, and let's see. They're going to push and push all the Hurricanes and the
Still
Red
a
Devils
scramble
away.
in there.
Looks like a couple of the Red Devils are pointing in their
They're
direction.
signaling it. We'll see.
I still
and the
haven't seen-
officials
yep,
agree.
Yep.
It's the Red Devils' ball here, and a big play. Marian Central, the ball just slipped out. Nobody hit him. He just kind of lost the handle.
Liska not able to hold on to it. After a short gain. So we talk about turnovers being the situation, and we've seen already Marian Central lose the ball twice so far. Let's see how the defense holds up.
Marion's been in this situation before. They're just going to have to toughen up here on defense and see if they can hold. They've still got them buried in their own territory, about the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10. Turglietti. Fake handoff, second running back coming through, and not much there, about 3 or 4 yards.
Eric Yearley on the carry. He's a sophomore.
A little change from the other backs that we've seen.
Might be trying to give them a rest. They've carried the ball a lot already, and they haven't even gotten past the 50-yard line.
So 2nd down and a long 7. What we're hearing the backdrop are all the Red Devil fans. We're set up on the Red Devil side.
It's definitely a packed crowd here today.
Motion up to the top side, handoff, up the middle, and this will be picked up and a short gain. Good second effort though to force the ball out to the 38-yard line. Racanelli in on the tackle. And it's a short gain about 4 yards.
Nick Gurney that time just a straight surge straight up the middle and brought down from behind, got about 3 extra yards on the fall ahead.
So 3rd down and about 3 yards. And the way this Red Devil offense likes to play, it's
this could
two-down
be
territory.
4-down territory.
Yeah, exactly, Grant. 3rd down, handoff up the middle. Guarini is stopped. Nice defensive pressure.
Same play.
Forward.
I don't know what the Red Devils were thinking on that. You'd think they'd try to mix it up on 3rd down, but they're not going to the air after that near interception by the Hurricanes a couple minutes ago.
Lewis Miskowitz made the tackle on the short gain of about 2 yards. Looks like they're short. And let's see, we have a official measurement here.
Looks like it's about a half-yard short, Rusty, but they may bring the chains out.
It looks like a whole yard short here. I don't know why you need to bring this out. I can see it from here, and
Ref's still talking about it
they're
at this
looking
point.
at it.
And here they come, so we'll have to see here. Maybe.
Yeah, they do a little practice to come out, I guess. They haven't done it yet today, so they'll take a look at it. But it looks like a lot of at least a yard away or a whole football length. I could have seen that from here. There could have been 10 eyes that could have seen that in here.
About a yard short, so we'll see if the Red Devils will again go with the touchy play calling and see if they can make it on 4th down in their own territory. Still midway through the first quarter, neither team has scored, but Marian had that near scoring opportunity erased by an interception at the 1-yard line.
So they're going to go for it. 1 for 2 so far. Motion up to the top side. Split backfield. Quarterback keeper surging his way forward. He's got the 1st down.
And you know, I think on that play,
Picks up about
hate to
3
cut to
in the
their graph, but you know,
play,
Smith
number
Engineering of
62-10.
McHenry, a proud sponsor of this week's high school football game of the week, profiles Marian Central High School of Woodstock. Marian Central High School, an enrollment of 637, was established in 1959. Marian Central High School has won 4 state championships in the last 12 years and ranks one of the top academic high schools in the state. Smith Engineering salutes Marian Central Hurricanes. Handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. He's got some blocking, and he'll go forward, gain him about 5 or 6 on the play. Nice move there by Josh Turgonetti.
And the first time we've seen Jeff Turgalotti carry the ball today, he has some scrambling ability, and maybe he's going to be a focus for them now on this drive.
Jeff was the one to carry it. Josh is his brother, so gain about 5 or 6 up to the 49-yard line.
And you know what I know, Rusty, I've noticed. And there, you see the play right there. He just gets on the outside, jumps over his own man, and gets about 2 extra yards. So they're almost at the 50-yard line, about a half yard short.
Gonna keep it himself, nowhere to go. He's gonna be wrapped up and taken down. Nice job staying at home. Credit Mike Beard for doing the job there. He did gain a couple, but that's about it. Maybe a yard up to the 50-yard line.
Hey, Rusty, I don't know the exact thinking of the Red Devils coaching staff right now, but they are in here. No, we're at the end of the first quarter, so I'll turn it back over to you.
End of the first quarter, no score of this Class 3A semifinal contest. The winner takes the trip down to normal. Smith Engineering of McHenry, proud sponsor of this week's high school football game of the week. Salutes all the high schools and communities we represent. Congratulations to the Grant Bulldogs, Johnsburg Skyhawks, Harvard Hornets, Marengo Indians, and the Richmond Rockets on a successful football season. Smith Engineering, continued success in all the future athletic and academic pursuits. Hope I got that out right.
Broadcast times are tonight.
Aren't you glad you don't have to do that? I also think, aren't you glad you don't have to be up there? That's where our camera guys are.
Yeah, not a lot of wind out here, Rusty, but it is cold out, probably only about 33 degrees and damp, so it feels a little colder than it is, but a great day for football, and you see the field is muddy in the middle. It's just vintage football in November.
One thing I do like out here, if we get a good shot of this, I like the way we get this view of being in a valley, because you can see this this valley here, where you can see almost looks like a mountain view out here.
Yeah, I mean, you see
it's too bad the sun's not out. You think like you're out in Arizona here.
You really could. I could see that.
Second quarter, Red Devils with the ball, 3rd down and 4.
Ball at midfield.
Quarterback keeper pushed out to the outside, going to break away from one, but not away from Pat Smith. He had him wrapped up. A loss of 2 on the play.
Smith hit him in the backfield. He tried to scramble once again, but that time Smith was able to stop him. It's a 2-yard loss here. It's 4th down. We'll see again what the Red Devils think. And what I was saying a minute ago, Rusty, I don't know how much respect this Red Devil coaching staff, headed by Gary Vicini, could have for the Hurricanes defense if they've gone for it 3 times in their own territory in the first quarter. I think they've got a lot of confidence in their defense if they get stopped.
Well, 4th down punting situation. Zio gets the kick away. High kick, spinning end over end. Eatinger gets it, taken at the 15, coming back the other direction, tripped up and tackled down.
Eatinger upended by Eric Bryant, flipped him up in the air, and a big play for the Red Devils to hold them back behind the 20-yard line.
Now this will be the worst field position now for the Hurricanes. The first 2 field position drives, they started at the 49 of the Red Devils and at the 37, so they'll start back now inside their 15 at the 13-yard line.
But we all know Jason Liska, with this wide open field, he's done it before. He'll rush for 75 yards and score a touchdown.
Mueller's got some running room. Shades away from one, and he'll gain about 5 or 6 yards. Carini the one to bring him down, and a nice run there by Mueller.
Carini and Bryant, besides their ball handling capabilities, are showing me that they're pretty respective defensive players. They've both made about 5 tackles here already.
So credit them with an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down, short yardage to go. This is going to be Liska fighting his way close to the 1st down. And let's see. Yeah, I think he's going to get this one. They might measure this.
Yeah, this is going to be close, Rusty, but it looks like he's got it by the length of the football.
I think he's got it. Yeah, I'd say actually by the length. I might agree with that. The length or near the length of the football. Let's see.
And they're calling it 1st down right there.
Jason Liska driving forward. 4 carries now, 15 yards.
There you see the Marian huddle.
The middle of the field is probably the softest part, but I'd say this field is in better condition than what Marian Central was last week at George Harding. Handoff, running through the middle. Nice hustle there by Mueller.
And through just over a quarter of play, kind of surprising, Jason Liska only with 4 carries for 15 yards. So they are mixing the offense up quite a bit, even though we've only had about 2 pass plays.
Second and 6.
Mueller now 2 carries with 12 yards. So second down, caught a long 6. And one thing I was worried about when you get a muddy field with white uniforms with Marian Central, we may not see the numbers before this day's out.
That's a good point. They already look a little bit dusty.
Yeah, you were going to say rusty, right? Okay.
Fumble the football.
Was he down? Was he down, though?
No, they threw the thing. I believe it's going to be Red Devil ball. They threw the spot where the fumble happened, and it's the Red Devils ball.
I want to see this again, because one thing, he fell forward, the ball popped out. That's the big question at this point, but it looks like the referees have decided they're going to give the ball in the other direction.
I don't think he had a knee
Let's
down.
see.
He was falling
Yeah,
forward.
he did fall forward, and the ball came loose.
And as you see right there,
you can see Rocker's very upset about it.
Looks like he threw the football. It just, this will definitely give spark to the Red Devils here, and they're in their best field position today.
Three possessions now, 3 turnovers for the Hurricanes. But you don't want to give the ball up in your own territory.
This defense has been tested throughout this first half. They're going to have to do it again now to keep the Red Devils off the scoreboard.
Got that sophomore running up to the far side, handoff, first back, and driving forward with a strong leg. Guarini picks up about 5 yards.
And now I think you're beginning to see Brian and Guarini getting a little bit confident with their running here in the second quarter. I think you're going to look to see them break one.
8 carries, 24 yards. You see the strength there. Look at him push and keep going. Nice tackle there to slow him down, though, before he did pick up a lot of speed. Second down, we'll call it about 5. Ball about 34-yard line. Motion again. Handoff, Guarini fighting his way forward. Will gain a bit, but I don't think he's gotten the first. He's short. Buried it on the tackle. A couple other Hurricanes. And let's see where
Picks up about 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
about 3 yards, we'll call it. 3rd and about a long 2.
And that time Mike Barrett came up, number 12, and made a good stop on that play. Looks like the linebackers of Marian are getting good pursuit, but again, they're getting about 4 or 5 yards every down, the Red Devils are, so we'll have to see if they can stop that here as they approach the 30-yard line.
So 3rd down, short yardage. Motion out to the near side, handoff. Guarini fighting his way through. Will get the first. Barrett trying to drag him down. Needs help to bring him down.
Guarini found a hole, and like the good running back he is, he just cut back to the right and was able to pick up the first down. And there you see it right there. Guarini cutting back and bringing a couple Hurricane tacklers along with him for another 3 yards on that.
Pick up a 5 on the play.
Down to the 19-yard line.
Midway through the second quarter, no score. This Class 3A semifinal matchup. The winner goes to Normal to play Freeport or DuQuoin. Handoff right side, nowhere to go for Bryant. A gain about 2. I was going to ask you about geography map. Bring out your geography map if I can say it correctly. You know where those places are, Freeport and DuQuoin. We don't have to go there, but do you know where they're
Actually,
at?
Rusty, you don't mean to correct you. It's Freeburg and DuQuoin, and it's
Okay.
at DuQuoin today, and DuQuoin is very far south, down in the Effingham area. They got started at 1:30 today, so we're going to try to get some scoring updates for the crowd here and see who they're going to end up
I
playing.
just wanted to ask where they're from. Even though we don't have to go where DuQuoin
They're
is.
both from down south, that's all I know. Probably 2 hours south from here.
Yeah, I thought you knew good about your geography, but I guess not.
I've been to DuQuoin.
Handoff going off the right side, nothing there. Maybe enough to get to the line of scrimmage. Good job by the pursuit of the front 4.
Guarini the ball.
Guarini stopped, short gain. Give him a yard on the play.
And this front 4 of the Hurricanes have really worked hard. The Red Devils probably are
Stop just after the line of
possessing
scrimmage.
a big advantage in time of possession here. Even though the Hurricanes have had the ball 3 different times, they've turned the ball over, and they could be getting a workout here early. How much?
3 set back in the backfield. Fake hand up, broken play almost looking like he wants to throw. Rush coming on, near side, he's got a receiver. He's got Bryant, shade off one there, and a flag that's thrown down, maybe a face mask.
And like Gary Vicini said, he's confident that his quarterback can throw the ball, and that time he did.
A gain of about 7 on the play. might stand corrected on that. It's inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line.
Probably about an 11-yard gain, Rusty.
Let's see if
And it is a face mask.
We'll go half the distance to the goal, and we got a 1st and goal for the Red Devils.
Rusty's kind of surprised here that we have a scoreless game.
I don't know if he really got him on the replay. It looked like he got the shoulder pad, but apparently the referee from the end zone thought it was the
Saw
face mask.
something else, evidently.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we should send that clip downstairs, but of course there is no reviewing in our standpoint. In fact, I don't know of anything being reviewed these days.
No, that's going to hurt Marian here. They're going to really have to close up the middle now.
So 1st and goal, ball down to about the 3-yard line. Bells are out here for the Red Devils.
Rusty, I don't think they're going to throw the ball here. Just look for Bryant to take the ball straight up the middle, see if they can pound for a couple more yards and maybe get closer to the end zone.
Guarini set behind the quarterback. Bryant off to the right side. Hand off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Going off to the right, going for the end zone. Is he shy of it? Let's see, I think he's short. Nope, let's see, I don't see any signals. A couple of the players think he's in, but I think he's just shy of the goal line. I'll give him a couple of yards or down to the, well, inside the 1, we'll call it the 6-inch line.
And Jeff Turgalotti again, he likes that right side to scramble, and he did that time. He found a little hole and got real close to the end zone on that.
So 2nd down and goal. And I would assume it's textbook material, at least by any quarterback standard, what you're going to do in this case.
He's going to go straight up the middle, Rusty. He's done it on 4th downs already, and he's shown that he can get 1 or 2 yards on that play, so look for it again.
Let's see, Marian trying to get in over center. Everyone's trying to get on the line, goal line stance. Hand off Guarini off the right side. He's in for the touchdown. Well, we said how big that right side was, and it's very tough trying to stop that right side with a 210, 230, and 240 there.
Especially on the end zone, Rusty, it's tough to keep a guy from getting as little as 1 yard, and that time a touchdown, and the Red Devils have taken the lead.
And what do you know, we got a little firework activity here. Like I said, something new for us. We don't know anything about Spring Valley, do we?
No, this definitely is something new. They do things a little bit different down here in Spring Valley.
Well, hey,
Spring
know
Valley.
one thing, they get into their football.
Yes, and they're on the board here, 6-0. Looks like they're going for 2 here.
They're going for 2. Quarterback keeper, he's got some room, cuts in, he's got it.
Turgalotti untouched into the end zone, and we've got an 8-0 Red Devil lead. And Rusty, the Hurricanes are in a hole early.
The Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes 0.
8-0 to score. Red Devils on top first. Marian Central hurting their own cause. 3 turnovers on their first 3 drives, but it's early yet. Still 2nd quarter. Red Devil fans are happy, at least on their side of the field. But I know one thing for sure, there's still a lot of time on the clock.
And to be honest with you, Rusty, I think the Hurricanes may be a little bit fortunate they're only down 8-0 at this point. They've already had 3 turnovers here in the first half. And it could be a long day if they don't get on the board on this drive.
Well, if you need a chance to catch any of the any sports activity, you know who to catch to, go to the Northwest Herald for the best local coverage you can't get anywhere else. Read the Northwest Herald. To subscribe, call 1-800, or actually, yeah, call 1-800-589-9363. And of course, you can pick up the Northwest Herald to find all your sports coverage through the upcoming winter sports season. Of course, football's still going on, and other sports going on. I know swimming is big this weekend.
The big state swimming finals this weekend is right, and they've a couple girls
Kickoff,
from
going to the far side. O'Leary fighting his way forward, still going for the ball.
Oh, the football! The Red Devils have jumped on it. We'll have
flag
to see.
on the play, though. Let's see what's going to happen here.
This flag could nullify it, but if it doesn't, a big play again for the Red Devils.
Let's see where the flag happened, and let's see when the ball was loose.
Referees are talking right now. As you can see the play, the ball comes loose right about there, and you see the Red Devil player just jump right on it. Looked like one of the Marian players was in there, Bob Helms, but not able to get the ball.
Marian Central still not decided. The Red Devils think they got the ball already. They have the offense on the field. Face mask against the Red Devil.
And that
may give Marian Central the ball. It may have caused the ball to come loose. Let's see.
Is face mask on the Red Devils.
Well, the flag was on the other side of the field near where the funnel took place.
So take a look at this, and let's see. Very hard way to see it. And I'll tell you, the ball did come loose at the same time the flag came out, but it's hard to see it even on our replay if that's going to help us out. I know one thing, it's not going to help the officials out because they're the ones that have to decide amongst the 5 of them.
And you know, one way or another, one side's going to like it, the other side's just going to hate it. So,
And well, we know one thing for sure. We know the ball is going to be placed somewhere in the area of the 44. We know that for sure. That's about the only thing we've been standard. We just don't know who's going to get the football.
this is the longest I've seen officials talk about a penalty.
Well, like I said, if the penalty was created for the fumble, then Marian will have the football. And the way Marian is going to set up, let's see here. The offense coming on the field, or the defense coming on the field. Looks like the offense, I think they're going to re-kick it.
Yeah, it looks like a re-kick.
Wow.
They're setting up in a different formation.
Hello.
And it doesn't look like the officials have made a calling, but they're...
Well, I see the way the Hurricanes are setting up, they're going to re-kick this. What a big turn of events.
And there you see it, the Red Devils heading back out onto the field. And
the referee still conferring around the 42-yard line. Well, if anything, I know for sure we've had a quick game running the football out here. I mean, one of the quickest halves I've seen in quite a while. This reminds me of the one of the games I saw during the New York Grays Lake and Grant, where the first half was done. I couldn't believe my eyes in about 35, 40 minutes. By about 10 after 8 for a 7:30 start, and once you know the game was done by 10 after 9.
And we thought these teams pretty disciplined. They don't commit a lot of penalties. We thought that it'd be a quick first half, especially when both teams trying to run the ball early. But
I'll tell you one thing for sure out here. I know there's one thing they're not doing out there. They're not talking about their dinner plan.
no, you can hear some, probably hear it from your sets at home. This Red Devil crowd obviously not happy with the call.
Well, from my point of view, from what we looked at on the replay, it's a very inconclusive, but the only way that I could see them making a call the way they are is if the penalty was called by pulling the face mask made the ball come loose.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that I can think of in this situation could make them re-kick it because they're not sure at the point of the penalty on the face mask caused that fumble.
Because as you saw in the replay, he did definitely fumble the ball. That's not what they're talking about right now.
You just can't see on a replay anyhow if by chance his hand came down to pull the flag.
Now let's see if we can see it again. It's a bad angle.
Because they're being blocked. The ball comes loose. The face mask happens within that series. And we could not see it. They're very inconclusive.
So the only question is what the penalty is on. We know that the Red
Devils
Devils
what the ruling
covered.
is on the play. Because even if it caused, say if they pull the face mask and the ball comes loose on the play, do you re-kick it? Do you get the ball at the spot of the foul? Who gets the ball? And obviously I'm sure all the referees are conferring in their judgments of all their past of how the play gets handled on the ruling of when the ball, where it was, and where the penalty had actually occurred on the field.
And it looks like they're breaking up now, but every referee was in the middle of the field just talking it over, the head linesman even in there, so we're going to have to see what they came up with.
We got a ruling here, face mask against the Red Devils, and I guess we're going to re-kick it. That's apparently what we're looking at here.
And you hear the boos from the Red Devil
What surprises me on this, Grant, is that the ball does not go back to the Hurricanes at the spot of where the ball came loose. That's what surprises me on the call. And all they're going to do to simplify the fact of what has happened on the field is they're going to say kick over and take 15 yards back from where you actually kick off from. So that means the Red Devils are going to kick the ball off instead of from the 40 to the 25. And it's a little strange call in my eyes. I thought maybe, if anything, give them from the spot of the ball and let them have the ball, and that's it, at the point of where the foul was at.
Because the Hurricanes did fumble it, but they weren't compensated for that.
So we'll kick it over again, apparently. 4:55 to go in this semifinal contest. Red Devils will kick it off again. Low line drive kick will take a bounce. That's a live ball. Picked up about the 33-yard line. Running through the middle, a little bit of a hole there. Liska brings it out to about the 48, 49-yard line. So, sometimes where you come out and things falter, you're about the same part of the field. Exactly. Apparently, Hall fans think they should have the football.
The ball ended up near the same place as the infraction took place, and Jason Liska brought it up about a 15-yard return, and now the Hurricanes take over with a good opportunity here at the 48.
Well, 1st and 10, Hurricanes with the football. They have to hold on to the football. That's their problem so far early on. Rockers handoff. Liska, big hole. Breaking to the outside. Trying to break through another. He's got a hole. He's got the sideline. 35-30. Dragged out of bounds about the 24-yard line. A big gain of 28 yards.
Jason Liska, big play. The Hurricanes needed that, and who else for it to come from than Liska himself. He's been doing this all year, as you all know. They really needed that at this point.
Making a 27-yard pickup, the ball placed at the 25-yard line. A timeout taken on the field for the Red Devils to talk it over. They did not want to see Jason Liska get it in the opening. They had a good time. I don't mean to cut you off like that, Grant, but sometimes people have to make sure they do that to you. A good time to do it. I know you have worked for this paper before, the Northwest Hero, and this is a good time to come out and say for the best local coverage you can't get anywhere else. Read the Northwest Hero. Describe Paul. 1-800-589-9363. Local coverage you can't get anywhere else. The Northwest Hero. Of course, you can catch all the sports, including commentaries and features on the game, as I've seen other writers down here today, Jeff Werva and Joe Stevenson here at Game. So I won't give them a little plug. That's okay. They've worked hard all season long.
Complete coverage in tomorrow's paper.
They've worked very hard. I know you're not doing anything today, but we're working here with me. But we won't let anybody else hold that against you because you're working hard, even though you do work for the Northwest Hero.
Yes.
So strange things have happened here at Spring Valley Hall. I should say Spring Valley and this football Red Devils. Enrollment
450.
That's what it's for. I was thinking 462 for some odd reason, but 450. But I'll tell you, the stadium seats up about 1,000 to 1,500 at least, maybe more than that.
We'll see if they're going to go to Liska again here.
Liska the only setback in the backfield. Rockers wants to throw. He's got Eatinger. Eatinger trying to push off, and looks like he's going to be getting tackled on the far side after a gain of about 6.
That time, just a timing pattern. I don't know if we'll see a replay here, but looked like it was just a 3-step drop. Eatinger turned around, and there the ball was.
The ball will be placed at the 20 or just shy of the 20, about a 5-yard pickup on the play. Rockers now 2 of 3, 31 yards and 1 interception. We'll get a good look at it. Short drop, and there's the pass. Eatinger right there on the
around there. They held him up. It looked kind of dangerous for Eatinger. He got hit pretty hard on it. They were holding him up, and they really gang tackled him hard to the ground.
I formation. Handoff. Liska going to be strapped in the backfield. Fights his way back forward. A loss of 3 or 4 on the play. Red Devils picked that up very quickly.
Coach Gary Vicini said they didn't expect to contain Liska, but that's exactly what they did on that play. And for the first time today, Liska stopped in the backfield for a loss.
Loss of about 4. Liska now 6 carries, 38 yards. And a critical 3rd down situation here.
If you're Marian, you really got to get this ball in now. They're already down 8-0.
Split backfield, Liska and Mueller. Eatinger set up on the near side. Rolling out, looking at Eatinger. Far side, Eatinger gets bumped, but no call. Ball was overthrown. Credit some good defense on the part of Bryant over there towards the sideline. So now it's a 4th down play. Do you go for the field goal? This would be kind of a pretty good distance for Rockers to kick. About a 42-yard attempt.
I don't know what Rockers' long is this year, but he can kick the field goal.
It's a light breeze out here, but a little bit on the humid side, so it'll be kind of hard to kick. But Hurricanes are going to go for it, 4th down. 2 wide receivers set up near side, Eatinger and Smith. Split backfield, Liska and Mueller.
I take that back. Rockers does not have a field goal this year.
Rockers looking to throw. He has some time. He has Eatinger. Making it to Leary. Leary cutting back 20, slicing his way forward up near the 15. We have a flag thrown from the near side. Let's see what the flag is. He was just short of the 1st down marker by about a yard. No indication by both sides on who the flag's on, and of course the referees will come together, talk about their dinner plans again. Let's hope it doesn't last as long as it did last time.
That play, Craig Pinter, the 210-pound senior from the Red Devils, defensive end, came back and just laid a shot on Marian's number 24.
And let's see, referees conferring again. There's that flag. At least we know it's on the field. That's a good start.
And I don't know if these refs are
clipping against the Hurricanes to be declined, and this will be 1st down. I don't know if I really saw a Hurricane over there. It looked like 2 Red Devils had collided with each other when O'Leary went with that little turn pattern towards the middle of the field. A couple of Red Devils that are happy at the moment.
They're pointing. A little early for that, I think, Rusty, but they've really established themselves early here. So, as you know, the Red Devils looking for their first berth at a state championship game. Were beaten back in 1991 by Driscoll, 21-0.
17-yard line, handoff. Nowhere to go. Bryant strung down and taken down. Maybe a loss on the play. Credit a nice tackle there by big number 22, Mike Profit, 5'11", 160-pound senior. He played big, at least on that play.
And I think this Hurricane defense is a little bit more pleased with the field position they have now. Last time they were on the field, they were deep in Hurricane territory, and now they've got some room to work with.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the start. At least I said turnovers will make the key, and depending who capitalizes on it right now, at the turnover department, it's been the Devils that have taken advantage. The Devils had not given up the ball, at least at this point. Handoff, right side, some short gain there, maybe about 2 or 3 yards. Let's see if Marian wakes up with a timeout, and they do. Not a bad time to take a timeout, stop the clock, 1:48 left. Of course, Coach Profit has the idea that maybe the Devils want to run the timeout, go into halftime with the 8-0 lead, and it's possible that if you can stop them on the next play here on third down, that the Devils would kick the ball. It comes right back in the hands of Marian Central, and maybe get the ball around midfield or so. And the way Marian's moved the ball, it's possible they can still get points on the board.
And you know you're always one score away whenever the ball's in Liska's hands. He can break free at any time, and I think that's what the Hurricanes are banking on. If they can get the ball, there's always that chance that Liska can break one.
Reminder here on TCI, Tuesday nights, Channel 3 and Channel 38, at least for the area in Woodstock, McHenry, Crystal Lake, and a few other areas around our neck of the woods. We'll have sports stuff for you. We'll get a chance to talk to the fine teams in the upcoming weeks from Huntley and Crystal Lake South, who took second place in Class A and Double A. Congratulations to those teams. We're also trying to see if we can fit 40 or so players into our studio for Marian Central in the upcoming weeks. We're still trying to work on a contract to find what room we can put them into over at TCI. And of course, basketball's around the corner. The round balls are starting to bounce around.
The girls' basketball season already underway, Rusty.
And of course, good luck and congratulations to those swimmers and divers that took part at the state swimming this past weekend. Third down at 6, jumping on the line, and I hate to say it, this is going to be on Marian Central. It certainly looked like somebody jumped there.
Number 22, Mike Profit, the guy who made the great play a moment ago, leaned forward and couldn't get back, and that's what it is.
Across the neutral, past the zone, and that's a critical play, at least at this point in the game.
And that hurts because, like we said, Hurricanes were hoping to get the ball back. I don't know if that's possible now.
So third down and 1, and you know you're going to expect a running play. And I would lay odds down the right side of the line. How about that, huh?
I don't know.
Figure that out from the game plan that they've been doing all day?
Yeah, they've had success running against the Hurricanes' right side, and just this time, just a key mistake on the part of Profit. Jeff Turgalotti may have mixed up the signal a little bit to get him off guard.
He's going to take it himself down the right side, and of course he's got the first down. I would have called that easily on any game plan the way he's been running the football. That's a first down for the Red Devils.
Whenever Turgalotti has the ball, look for him to go to that right side. He's had so much success with it already today. Doesn't have a lot of yards, but is picking up key yards on fourth downs.
Got to follow your bread and butter, and if a game plan's been working with you all season, you got to go with it. There's no doubt about it. And that's what these Devils are doing. Why go against anything than what you've done? You never want to go against the grain, right, Grant?
No, you never do. And Turgalotti through this game has 139 yards rushing on the ground, so not a big factor, but today doing it where it counts.
Carini will grind his way forward, pick up about another 3 yards, and this will make it second down and 7. And it looks like going into halftime here, we'll be looking at an 8-0 score. Carini now 14 carries, 41 yards. Stats not really strong on either side, with the exception at this point has been the word turnover. From the start, and I mentioned that would be a factor in this game, and there's been 3 turnovers for Marian, 0 for the Red Devils, and only one of those turnovers have translated into points on the board for the Red Devils.
And Rusty, I'm a little surprised that it's only 8-0, even though these are 2 good defenses playing 2 good running games. I figured that each team would at least score in this first half, but looks like the Red Devils
too much
another
time.
penalty.
I got a feeling here. Let's see. Let's see what the call is. Too much time. Delay of game against the Red Devils, so this will push them back 5 yards. And they just can't wait to get into the locker room with this 8-0 lead.
38.6 seconds to go till the first half, and I don't know what the Hurricanes, what do you think they're going to be talking about at halftime? I mean, they've had good opportunities. It's just a matter of intangibles. They've fumbled the football, and they've thrown interceptions. That's the only difference. They're obviously showing that they can move the ball and that they can stop the Red Devils when they have to.
Well, they're not out of this game. It's the intangibles we mentioned here. The turnovers are the key, but the old saying is you got to put the points on the board.
That's right.
That's what the Hurricanes have got to do for the second half. Hand off. Near side, breaking off one and then tackle down. Not much there, maybe about a yard or two. Let's see if Marian calls timeout here. I think they have one timeout left. I think they're going to let it go here too. 3rd down and 9. And the clock will wind down. I think we're going to go down with an 8-0 score. I don't think they have to run a playoff here.
And so Bryant finishes the first half with 21 yards. Garani had 41 yards.
Apparently the clock winding down at the end here of the second quarter. And I don't think they need to get a playoff. You just see in the background the clock winding down in tenths of a second, and that will do it. So that'll end the first half of this Class 3A semifinal matchup where the Red Devils of Spring Valley Hall have an 8-0 lead over the Hurricanes. And we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with the second half momentarily. Stay with us. We'll be back right after a couple of brief timeouts.
TCI of Illinois and Centegra proudly present the local television event of the decade. Be with us as Your Eye on My Health host Sherry Rickert goes on the road to New York to interview Diane Sawyer of ABC News. Ms. Sawyer will give her opinions about the state of television today and its effects on the average American family. You won't want to miss this compelling exclusive interview Thursday, November 30th at 6:30 p.m. on TCI Channel 38.
Anytime you're ready, Pete. Okay. Welcome back to Nesty Stadium here in Spring Valley. Talked about a little bit earlier what it looks like in the distance here with this, what looks like a mountaintop view here in Spring Valley, but I'm sure on a nice sunny day it can look a lot better. And I'm sure a lot of things could be looking a lot better for Marian Central right now as we get ready for the second half. Players are back on the field. I'm Rusty Silber, along with Grant Boxleitner. And the first half all went to the Red Devils. Grant, apparently 8-0 to score. And we talked a little bit before the end of the half where turnovers played the key. 3 turnovers for Marian Central, 0, a big goose egg for the Red Devils.
Turnovers a big factor, Rusty, and another big factor, Jason Liska finishes with just 38 yards. And without that big gain for 27 yards, I mean, they've definitely held him in check. He's only carried the ball 6 times today.
Well, we see both teams come back on the field. Marian Central came out spirited. Must have been a lot of talk in the locker room from Coach Profit, getting more enthusiasm with the team. They came out strong. We did see this team move the football on their first 2 drives with the turnovers bothering them. What do you think Coach Profit in the locker room said to kind of boost their morale, put some more enthusiasm out there?
Well, I think he just said to his team, just continue to play the way you're playing without the turnovers. You know, this game could be tied. We could be winning at this point. The turnovers really is playing a big part. They've moved the ball, and they've stopped the Red Devils in key situations. But the biggest turnover, I feel, was when they were down near scoring, the interception by Joe Rockers, down on the 1-yard line. Guy stepped in front of Joe Eatinger and just made a great play, and I think that's the big turning point in this ball game.
Of course, that was early on. It was a pass play that was set up with Rockers, throwing the ball to Eatinger, and Bryant stepped in and actually got the tip off Eatinger's hands right into the hands of Rockers. And then a turnover at about the 40-yard line in the second quarter really was pivotal. It was the 3rd turnover, and the Red Devils capitalized on that turnover as Guarini went in from 1 yard with 5:01 left, and Jeff Turgonetti went in on a 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand now. 8-0 to score. Hurricanes have the football to start off the second half in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kick, and this will be taken at about the 15-yard line. Eatinger going to take through the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole, tackle down about the 37-yard line. Hurricanes come back on offense. Good field position.
Eatinger gets the Marian in good field position here as we start the second half, and that's what they need right now. You got to understand that they may be feeling a little bit of doubt right now, down 8-0, but they do have a whole half to work with, and they've been down this season before.
Yardage in the first half, Marian Central, a total of 95 yards, 56 on the ground, 39 in the air. Pitch this time, Liska's got a hold of the outside, and he's tackled down by the ankle, short gain of about 2 yards on the play.
And as you said, the Red Devils holding just a 95 to 85 yard advantage in offense in the first half, so a close game, the turnover's the difference.
78 yards of offense on the ground for the Red Devils, 7 just in the air, 85 total yards, leading ground gainer Guarini with 15 carries, 45 yards to lead the Red Devils. Second down 8, I formation. Handoff Liska. Liska's got a hold of the outside. Gets tackled and pushed down after a gain about 5 yards. He makes it up to about the 45-yard line.
And that's the first time we've seen Liska really burst off right after the handoff. He had nobody in front of him, and he basically went from 0 to 50 in about 2 seconds right there.
Got a meter up here to clock that, I want to know.
No,
the Grantometer.
He was,
I mean, we had the Liskometer last week. Now we have the Grantometer. Burst from 0 to 50 in less than 5 seconds.
2 seconds.
All right, 2 seconds. That's even better than that. Third down,
right.
Short yardage. Pass play. Eatinger had the ball knocked down. A big knockdown by number 45, Nick Guarini.
No, it looked like that was number 58, Rusty. Or 56. Tom Jepson looks like he made the play there. We'll see if we can see it on the replay. But that again, that timing pattern out to Eatinger and not good for Joe Rockers. And another play.
It's a fake play and thrown out of bounds, incomplete. Hurricanes tried the fake, and if anything, they faked themselves. Devils have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 45. We have not seen Marian Central do that, but they have done it in their past.
And a gutsy call by Prophet, wanting to get his team sparked early here in the second half. Liam O'Leary just could not make the play. It was way over his head. And the Red Devils will take over here on the 45-yard line of the Hurricanes.
Well, good field position. This is where the Red Devils scored last time they took the ball over, about the 40-yard line off a turnover. So 1st and 10. And we have jumping on the line. Maybe one of the offensive linemen didn't like the jump and pulled off sides, and apparently we have legal procedure. So Marian Central switching on the line causes the Devils to lose 5 yards.
The ball being placed at midfield, and it'll be 1st and 15 for Spring Valley Hall.
The ball placed back 5, 1st and 15. Earned a 3rd penalty of the day for the Red Devils.
And Rusty, we'll see if maybe the Hurricanes try blitzing a little more. You notice that there was a lot of scrambling by Jeff Turgalotti, the quarterback of the Red Devils, and we'll see if they're going to try to blitz. It looks like they're getting ready to do that right now.
First down, handoff. Guarini hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, and gains about 2 yards. Miskowitz there on the tackle, had the initial hit to bring him down.
Again, the linebacking core of the Marian really sensing that play all the way. He maybe got 2.5 yards on that.
Watch the hit, boom. Actually, credit Shadle, the one to initially hit him. So 2nd down and gain of about 2 yards. And we're seeing the game plan.
Maybe look for Turgalotti to go to the air here.
Handoff, second back, Bryant. He's got blocking. He's got the sideline. Barrett to strap him and push him out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
And Bryant's longest carry of the game so far, and the Red Devils are in business here near the 30-yard line of the Hurricanes.
Ball placed at the 33, a 15-yard pickup, a 1st down for the Red Devils.
Pickup of about 14 on the play, the Red Devil 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line.
Fans enjoying it on the side that we happen to be on.
Guarini now with 47 yards on 16 carries. He's definitely been a workhorse here today.
1st and 10. Quarterback will give it to Guarini, and he'll have a short gain here up to about the 30-yard line. I'm starting to see, Grant, that the game plan, run, keep Marian off the field.
That's a good point, and Guarini, coaches do this a lot. When one play works, they go right back to the same guy the next play to see if he can do it again. And that time, Marian stopped him, as you can see.
You can see the big run by Bryant. He had nice blocking off the end. And finally, Barrett brought him down. in the sand
trap.
Yeah. Give me a sandwich for that, please. Pressure up the middle, and this will be a handoff. Second back through. This is his brother, Josh Turgoletti.
Josh Turgoletti, the ball carrier.
Pick up across the 30 up to about the 26-yard line.
Josh able to get about 3 yards on that play. Good burst of speed out there in the backfield off the handoff of his brother.
Picks up about 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd and about 3.
Big play here.
On the handoff. Watch this hole. And actually got nice pursuit.
Yeah,
by
looks like
Bryant that set it up.
Looks like number 53, Logan Pfeiffer, brought him down. A good play.
Handoff, Garini fighting his way forward, and I think he's going to be just
back.
short.
Garini, the ball
We're going to
carrier.
give him forward progress, and I think it's going to be just short.
Looks like the referee's standing just about a half yard shy of where the first down is. We'll see where they mark it here.
Half yard and about a football length. And I'll tell you, the ref on the far side was pointing to his feet, so the near side ref was the one that marked it down. So we're going to get a measurement, no doubt, on this. And where that measurement is at, it looks like it may be a difference of about a half of football length. In which direction, I don't know. I thought he was short originally, and I saw the ball move a little further forward.
Yeah, it's real hard to
favor the
tell
Devils.
on the far side where the exact spot
Let's
is.
see, and yeah, he is short.
Significantly short.
About a football length. Half a yard. So the spot was correctly put down.
And I tell you what here, Rusty, you've seen it all day. Gary Massini not hesitating to go for it on 4th down. You're going to see it again here because they know that they put the Hurricanes down by 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a long way back.
So another 4th down. Hall's been successful 2 or 3 times today. They set up very strong to the left side. 3 backs in the backfield, set across. Handoff Garini, fighting his way forward. He's got the first down.
Garini, the man who's been doing it all day, does it again, straight up the middle. Another Red Devil first down, and they're getting awfully close to that end zone of Marian. A sense of urgency here for Marian, Rusty, or is it still too early?
It's still too early, and of course I said the tangibles have to be the turnovers. We have not seen the Devils do that, turn the ball over. And who knows, anything can happen.
3rd and 2 on the
4
4-yard line. Oh, sir.
Got a handoff, Garini fighting his way forward, and fumble, look out, we got a ball loose on the field. Let's see which way has it. I think Marian's going to get it.
Marian signaling
Marian
they do
says
have.
they have it. Barrett was pointing in the direction. Referees have not come up with a signal yet. Ball did come loose, though. And let's see. Nope, it looks like Spring Valley will have the ball.
You saw Marian go from just ecstatic to heads down there in a matter of seconds. They thought they had the ball.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
And let's see if we get a good look at this possibly. And get a look at our sand trap. There's your sandwich shot.
There it is.
Did you bring a sandwich with you?
No, not today. I should.
Nobody told me that I have a chance to play some golf out here. I would have brought it out here then. Practice before the game or after. 2nd down, no gain in the last play. Fake.
He's still got the
Wants
ball.
to throw the football, goes over the middle. He's got a receiver, Zeal. Zeal stretching down to the 5-yard line. Eager will bring him down.
John Zeal that time reached up and caught the ball and kept on going.
Ball will be placed right around the 5, a 16-yard pickup.
We're going to see who brought him down here, Rusty. There you see the throw.
Eager was the one that came in from behind to bring him down along with Barrett.
And again, it's not looking good when the Hurricanes are tackling from behind here as they have on this drive.
So 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Hurricanes have to step up. Handoff Garini, fighting his way forward, will gain a couple of yards. Down to about the 3, maybe the 2-yard line.
Garini, the ball carrier.
Garini bows his way
Picks up 2 on the play, will bring
through.
up 2nd and 3.
So we're down to about the 2-yard line. Midway through this 3rd quarter.
This would be a big score if the Red Devils could punch it in here.
Split backfield. Handoff. Garini fighting his way forward. Is he in? Yes, he is.
Touchdown.
Garini goes in from 3 yards out, and the Red Devils have put the 2-touchdown lead on the Hurricanes.
Garini, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they're winning the battle today of running backs.
And there go the salutes to Guarini. A little bit of firework activity. Like we said, we haven't been out here, and they got the cannons going already.
Reminds me of Northern Illinois University. They do that after every touchdown. But that's Division I college. They really got it going down here, and they're fired up here in Spring Valley.
Flag on the play. And let's see, Bryant shakes off, going for the end zone. I don't think he made it. He's short of the end zone, but let's see what the flag is. And you can definitely see one of the Hurricanes walking away, saying, nope, they didn't get it. Barrett with a signal.
And we'll see what the flag is, but it obviously
I saw
they did
about
not
2
get
or
it.
3 players of the Red Devils that lost their shoes on that play.
Yeah, it's a muddy, sticky field.
Referees conferring. Is this their third time? They're still trying to figure out what those dinner plans are, aren't they?
Yeah, they
Boy.
I think they got it down to about 2 places, but they're trying to get that last.
Well, I wonder. They're going to wave off the flag, so nevertheless here.
The flag never happened, and you can hear the jeer of crowd here on the Spring Valley side.
So the run fails. So 14-0 to score. A benefit for the Hurricanes. 6:06 left to go here in the third quarter. Still a lot of football to be played.
Rusty, I know it's a little premature to be talking about this, but the Marian Central Hurricanes have not been shut out since 1982. They're down here 14-0. A lot of time left. They're going to have to get going right now.
Winning number is 4-1.
They definitely need to get something going here.
4-1-6. 4-1-8, 4-1-6.
And apparently we'll have to see what happens. Hurricanes back on the field. And of course, being in that field position that Paul has had now, 2 touchdowns coming from about 45 yards out to get the touchdowns. Those are both the possessions that they've scored on. And the Hurricanes, since early when they had a chance to score, have been stopped since then. They have to be able to get their offense gelling a little bit better and working together.
Good point, Rusty. It looks like field position today. The big difference, as you talked about, both scoring opportunities took place on their side, Marian's side of the ball.
One of our sponsors, AH Entertainers, for the second half, food, vending, music, and amusements. Kickoff is a short kick, so running room forward. Metcalf driving forward, still holding the football. And I think the ball came loose.
They were yanking the ball.
Nope. Hurricanes will have the ball this time. His forward movement was stopped. The referee blew the whistle. Marian Hurricanes will have the football.
A real gutsy effort by number 56, Tom Jepson, as the runner was going down. He was trying to yank the ball out of his hands, but he was on his back by the time the ball came loose, and it's going to be Marian ball here at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, Hurricanes with the football, trailing by 14. Something unusual for the Hurricanes this season. Split backfield. Rockers the throw, short drop, wants to go deep. He's got Eatinger. Diving forward, he's got the ball, first down, flag gets thrown down. 32-yard line, a nice grab on the play. 25 yards, let's see what the flag is. Probably in the area of pass interference or defensive holding. Ref is pointing towards the Red Devils. Let's take a look at this. Sure hands Eatinger. Watch the way he just gets his hands on the football.
He had to come back toward the ball, as you can see there, but I think Marian, now knowing they're down 14-0, they're going to have to go to the air here. They do have the advantage. Rockers has thrown for almost 1,500 yards here this year, and they're going to need it now.
Penalty will be declined. A 25-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes.
It's the best field position they've been in since almost scoring that touchdown in the first quarter, but the interception, as we know, nullified that.
1st and 10, handoff Liska, fighting off one, driving forward, will make about 5 or 6 yards. Pinter the one to bring him down, and the ball will be marked about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, pretty close to that.
Craig Pinter has had a pretty good game today, as we talked about earlier. He's a 210-pound senior defensive end, and he had great pursuit that time and brought Liska down. Liska was fighting, but nowhere to go.
So 2nd down, we'll call it a long 6, maybe 5. 27-yard line. Eatinger set up on the near side, I formation. Mueller, Liska in the backfield. Fake handoff, looking to throw. Rush coming on. Wide open is Metcalf, and the ball is tipped away. Ball was coming in a little late and was knocked out of the way.
Great play by number 80, Nick Heuser. He jumped right in front of the receiver and jumped over him, as a matter of fact. We'll see if we can get a shot at that. And here's the play here. As you see, Rockers drop back. The ball in the air now, and you see right there, he jumped right over Eakinger and made a great play. That may have been 6.
Well, Metcalf holds the height advantage, but apparently did not go in for the ball, and that's the experience of a junior on the receiving end. 3rd down, Rockers rolling out. He's got the sideline, going to the near side. Eakinger diving, he's got it. He's got it at the 26, making the 16-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down.
No one was within 5 yards of Eakinger. He had to dive for the ball, but made a great play there.
Picks up about 7 on the play. The 1st and 10
Marian now really getting it rolling here in the air on this drive.
11-yard pickup on the play. Eakinger now 3 receptions, 62 yards.
And that's what they're going to have to do. Eakinger's going to have to be at about 150 yards for Marian to win this football game.
1st and 10, we'll call it the 17-yard line, I formation. Long count, Rockers pitch out Liska. Liska's got a little hole. Now he's closed up and dropped. Loss of 1 on the play.
Liska again met by Craig Pinter. This guy is just doing it all, Rusty. He's there every time in every hole.
A reminder, by the time this game ends, we'll pick a player of the game on both sides of the ball, as we normally do, as we've done through the playoffs. I know you haven't been around, so make sure you get your notebook ready to figure out who the players of the game are, because I'll tell you, it's been a little tight here today. I guess we got an idea for the Red Devils.
Offense and defense, really a toss-up with the Red Devils. Yep. Both sides playing well.
Split backfield, looking to throw. Rockers has some time. Looking to the center of the field. He's got a receiver. It's caught. It's down near the 4-yard line.
The ball was caught by Eakinger. It looked like it might have bounced, but he scooped it up. What a play by Eakinger, and they're in business here now inside the 5.
They get the 3-yard line, close to the 2. What an outstanding catch for Eakinger. Watch the way he just sucks that ball in. A great grab, rolls over down at the 3. 16-yard pickup.
Number 25, Eric Bryan, had the coverage, but too little, too late. And here the Marian Central Hurricanes go.
Canes on the move, handoff Liska. We have flags on the play. And it looks like this will be on the Marian Central offensive line.
And that line really giving Rockers plenty of time to throw today.
Entertainers serving the McHenry County area for over 50 years in food, vending, music, amusements would like to congratulate the Marian Central Hurricanes on their fine season. For all your food, music, amusements needs, contact the fine people at Entertainers at 253-2070, area code 708.
They must be surviving if they've been around 50 years, Rusty.
I might be surviving before this day's out after that one. 3:14 to go, 3rd quarter. Smith set out near side, Eakinger far side, short drop. Rockers wants to throw. Looking towards the end zone, Eakinger going up, it's picked off. Nope, right through the hands of Lions.
Ball dropped, Rusty. Eric Bryan, almost another interception, almost the same play on the opposite side to what took place in the 1st quarter. Very eerie sight for the Marian Central Hurricanes sideline. Almost picked off again, as you can see right here. Steps right in front and just through his hands.
I thought I was watching Eric Kramer from the Bears on that play. Because he likes to do that. We know that, don't we?
Yes, we do, all too well.
About 99 yards worth, if I remember back how many weeks ago. Was that the Packer game? Oh, boy.
Man.
2nd down and goal. Rockers dropping out, looking. He doesn't have anybody. He wants to run with it now.
Rockers does.
Gets down and gets hit hard down near the 5-yard line. He took a big hit.
But he's up. And Rockers that time just tucked the ball away and started running down the left side. But nowhere to go. Met quickly by the Red Devils.
Watch the way Rockers gets pummeled near the 5-yard line.
See if we can make that play. Can't see it from that angle, but a great play by the Red Devils to keep them out of the end zone on that.
3rd down and goal from the 5. Rockers again rolling out, has some blocking in front, goes near side. Is it caught? It is, down at the 1-yard line. Smith caught it at the 1, did not know where he was. He thought he was in the end zone. He could have stretched for the goal line, but it's just shy. It'll be 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line, and we have a timeout. Watch the when Smith gets the ball here.
You couldn't see it on the initial play, but on that play you saw right there, made a great catch at the 1-yard line. Marian Central now 1 yard away from getting on the board.
Rockers now 7 for 12 for 95 yards.
And one big interception.
We know that all too well early on, but here's a chance the Hurricanes 4th and goal. They have to go for it here.
As you see, 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Time beginning to play a factor with down 2 touchdowns, but Marian could equal that right on this play.
Of course, Marian Central tried to do a fake punt earlier on 4th down. They've gone for, I think they are 1 for 1 on 4th down situations. And actually, we've mentioned the Red Devils 3 for 4 on 4th down. And Marian Central a couple weeks ago 4 for 5 on 4th downs. And you're inside the 1. Obviously, a good play here would be a running play. We have not seen that in the last play.
I haven't seen Jason Liska carry the ball maybe once on this whole drive. This drive now getting into the 10-12 plays, but Jason Liska, they're content with throwing the ball here. They've had success with it. Let's see if they continue here.
3 backs in the backfield, Mueller, Shadle, and Liska. Rockers taking the football. Handoff, Liska fighting his way forward, stretching for the end zone. Is he in? No! They say he didn't get in. He stretched for the goal line, but they wouldn't give it to him.
Jason Liska stopped short of the goal, and that was huge.
It really looked like his arms were stretched, but I did not see one referee put the signals up in the air.
I don't know where the line judge was, but from our angle, it looked like he had the ball over the end zone.
One of those plays, maybe you should have gone with the quarterback sneak, but you got to go with the bread and butter.
And Marian Central now 0 for 2 inside the red zone. That's the 20-yard line and in further, and they're just not getting it done today when they have to.
Hurricanes need to step up and do something defensively now. Handoff and going forward. Actually, near sight, he might be next. The ball's loose.
The ball is
loose. I think the Hurricanes have it. They say he was down. Oh my! No, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. They changed the ruling.
And overruling, it looked like it could be a safety, Rusty. What a big play.
Actually, I'm getting ruling in the box here. They said safety, but I saw one guy put his hands up, and it might be for the safety. The ball came loose, or actually, when the initial tackle was in the end zone when they stopped Bryant.
He may have been down, Rusty. We'll have to maybe see if we can see it again, but at any rate, the Hurricanes are going to have the ball.
Well, they're going to get the ball back. Instead of getting the 6 or the 8, they get 2. That's one way to get yourself on the board.
But what they needed right there was exactly a play like that after being down 14-0 and being stopped on the 1. A big play for them. Maybe they can build off it.
Well, let's see if we can get a look at it, if we can get our guys to give us a good glance at that, because there were a couple of things that happened stopping him behind the goal line. The ball came loose, and it looked like the Hurricanes might have had a touchdown there. But,
yeah, the ball was definitely loose. I'm trying to see who jumped in and made that play.
Well, apparently we're not going to get a good chance to get a look at it because the ball did pop loose, and if anything, the Hurricanes did come up with a safety. I don't know who the safety was credited to. Maybe Racanelli was in the area. Miskowitz was around there. But they did have Bryant strung out wide, and the ball hit the ground and popped loose. So obviously the ground can't cause the fumble.
And that's obviously what the referees ruled there, and it's 14-2 now, so Marian.
Here we go. Now we get a look at it here. The ball did come loose when he hit the ground. That was a good call by the referee. So now we have a safety, and it'll be a free kick for the Red Devils from their own 20-yard line.
A lot of the kicks for the Red Devils so far have been low and to the ground, but this one way up in the air.
So the floater will bounce and pick up by O'Leary. 45-yard line, he wants to take it across the middle. A little bit of head down, 45, hit hard twice, and take it down at the 43-yard line. And nice tackle by Zeal, and Zeal doing a little extra taunting there. And the ball will stay with the Hurricanes at the 44-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10. Hurricanes now have a little bit of momentum on their side. Watch how Leary takes it to the middle, and watch his way he gets hit and spun around and finally tackled down. 1st and 10.
And again, the Hurricanes starting inside.
Handoff Liska through the middle will gain about 3 or 4 yards. Hurricanes need to be patient, but they have to get the ball in the end zone on this series.
Yes, they do, Rusty. As you can see, the time beginning to be a factor.
And we have a shaken up Red Devil player. Number 78, Joe Thompson, a 6'2", 210. Tackle, and he was slow getting up for the Red Devils. Second down, long 6, split backfield. Handoff Liska. Liska's got blocking. Take it to the outside. He's got running room down the sideline. Has the first down and more. Falls forward across the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 12-yard pickup. Hurricanes are on the move.
And the second straight time the Hurricanes have really been moving the ball on offense, and they really owned this third quarter, but only 2 points to show for it here as we are at 1 minute left in the third.
Less than a minute. Class 3A semifinal contest. The winner takes the trip down 55. Rockers changing his play at the line of scrimmage. High formation. Here's the pitch. Liska has a blocker in front of him. Now he's going to be strung down. He didn't follow his block. He's changed direction, and his tackle for a loss.
Liska doing a lot of east-west running on that play. Maybe he should have cut back a little bit early, but he was definitely met in the backfield for the second time today. That's not like Jason Liska.
Loss of 4 on the play, 13 carries, 64 yards for the state's leading rusher. He's over 5,200 yards in his career. Clock winding down. Let's see if Marian will get a play off. We're under 15 seconds in the quarter. Smith set out wide. Eatinger set up on the near side. Split backfield. Rockers rolling out, wants to throw, has a receiver, goes out to the near side, and it's incomplete.
And that time Rockers just underthrew it a little bit. Kind of an out pattern to number 83.
Ball's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Apparently that might have been Jim Stahl on that play, but underthrown, nothing he could do, and now the Hurricanes will have it again, looking to go in the air.
Well, that's about the cleanest thing I've seen out here today is the football. See those white lines there? I don't see any dirt on them.
I can almost read the Wilson sign on it.
I know your eyes are pretty good, Grant. It's pretty good. 2.1 seconds left, third quarter. Big third down play, 3rd and 14. Rockers has receivers out looking to throw. Going to the sideline. Eatinger's there. He's got the first down, out of bounds at the 10-yard line. A 21-yard pickup.
Paul Eatinger with that catch, he's near the 100-yard mark. Paul Eatinger really making it happen here in the third quarter, and that's the end of the third quarter, Rusty.
Make it an 18-yard pickup officially. And Eatinger now getting close to 100 yards. At the end of 3 quarters, the Red Devils have the lead over the Hurricanes 14-2 at this Class 3A semi
Okay, everybody get out your
final
50-50
playoff football game. There's the fans trying to keep warm here in Spring Valley. What a way to do it. You bring your blankets out, you bring your headbands.
Fortunately
Bring,
for these,
what is that, paper on the head there a little bit?
something. Fortunately, no wind here today. Perfect day for football.
Also a perfect day to let you know about AH Entertainers, serving the McHenry County area for over 50 years in food vending, music, and amusements. I'd like to congratulate the Marian Central Hurricanes on their fine season. For all your food, music, and amusement needs, contact the fine people at AH Entertainers at 708-253-2070 and tell them that I sent you. Maybe I'll give you a discount.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but it's worth an effort, isn't it?
This is going to be make or break time for the Marian Hurricanes. We're in the fourth quarter, down 12 points. That's 2 scores no matter how you slice it, Rusty.
Well, it's going to be a long 12 minutes of football.
But they are on the drive here, and if they can make something happen here, this game is still way up in the air.
A lot of the fans for the Hurricanes coming out of the stands to watch the game along the sidelines. High formation. Liska try to cut it back, slices over the middle, turning, spinning, fighting to go forward, still on his feet, and he's getting pushed back finally after he gains about 3 or 4 yards. What a second, third, fourth, and maybe 5th effort for Jason Liska.
And that time Liska was not brought down. What he was his forward progress was stopped. I don't know if they were going to bring him down that time. I think he's pretty determined here to show that he is the IHSA
Look at
state
the way
rushing
he's just
leader.
still going.
Look at that. He's not even
now
down.
he's standing still and he finally
And
gets
there's
pushed
a guy
back.
underneath who gets tripped, or he's still been going.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Ball is now inside the 10. 2nd down and 6. Handoff. Mueller fighting forward will push towards the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. So they get 3rd down and about 2 or 3 yards.
Mueller kind of the unsung hero, but he's had a couple big plays today for Marian.
And what we haven't seen much is Shadle in the backfield. He's pretty big in his size too, as a junior. And now he comes into the backfield now. And he's a good guy to come in on short down situations when everyone's keying on Jason Liska.
I think you're going to see Joe Rockers here try to find Eatinger on the far side. He's lining up. If he can just go out to the middle, I think they'll find him.
3rd and a long 3. Rockers changing something at the line of scrimmage and signaling to the referee that he wants a timeout. So 3rd down and 3. He did not like what he saw sitting in front of him, something maybe he had seen earlier in the game. What do you think he might have saw it from? Was it this 4-4 defense that is causing problems?
I think it may have been the blitz might have been on there. I know they don't want to chance it, but they've been pretty much containing Marian up the middle. Liska, his big yards today have come on the outside. I think maybe he saw something that he wanted to change, and maybe they will go to the air now.
Well, 3rd down and 3. We've seen Marian Central try things. I definitely for sure believe this is going to be 2-down territory. You need to score on this play. You definitely have to get something on the board here. And right now you're 2 scores down. A field goal is not going to help you. You're still going to be down 9. You have to get that touchdown, get yourself within that touchdown range.
It's a no-brainer for Dave Prophet. They're going all the way here. Look for them to throw the ball probably twice.
I would expect possibly you could throw the football on a rollout pass, or actually you might want to give it to Liska if you got some good blocking in front of you, or maybe give the ball to Shado. Like I said, he's good on short down situations. So we'll have to see which way. A couple good options that you could use here. Or you might want to go with the famous basics 101, quarterback sneak.
A little far out for that, I think. Rusty Rockers may not have
Hand off, Liska, going to fight his way forward for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown for the Hurricanes.
And that did not look.
He fouled his blocking. He had a big hole, and he took it in there. I saw just before the play went off, there was a huge hole through the middle. There was like nobody from the Red Devils
again. I think that might have been Shado.
Make it Shado. Okay, I stand corrected.
Shado scored the touchdown, and like you said, Rusty, he comes in for the short down situations and got the ball in the end zone. Liska, the first one to congratulate, and I'm sure he's happy to get the monkey off his back.
I stand corrected. It was Shado. They both have some similar size.
And numbers, 33, 32. Rockers now to kick the extra point. They're not going for 2 here.
Go for 1 and close it to within 5. You still need 2 scores. Here's the kick, high enough and definitely through the uprights into the parking lot.
It is good.
10:37 to go, 14-9 the score. And the Hurricanes need that, because if they went for 2 and didn't get it, you're 6 behind and a touchdown ties it. So with this extra point gives you the opportunity to get the touchdown. You're 1 point ahead of the Red Devils.
That's a good point. And I don't know if Dave Prophet's is gutsy. I don't know if he would have wanted to go for 2 in a tying situation or just take the tie, because this Red Devil team, as we've seen today, they've gone for it 4 different times on 4th down, even in their own territory. So this last 10 minutes is going to be quite a game, Rusty.
Well, the big key, I think, is getting that safety. Getting yourself with that goose egg off the board. You know, a lot of times teams get stuck with that goose egg. You try so hard, you can't break that barrier. And Marian Central broke the barrier when they needed to get some momentum. I mean, the momentum has definitely shifted.
But let's not forget, though, Rusty, they could have had this game tied. That would have been a touchdown. Of course, they wouldn't have had this possession. You could say a million different things, but this game could be closer than it is now. A couple big turnovers, as we keep talking about, haunting Marian.
Of course, Spring Valley has not turned over the ball yet. They could have turned it over there in the end zone. That could have been 7 points. Here's the kick, and this is not a good kick at all. Will bounce and loose. That's a loose ball. Marian's going to get it. They got the ball. That's a free ball. What's the inbounds, though?
He might have slid out of bounds, Rusty, but if they got this is a huge play for Marian Central. Couldn't have come at a better time.
That could be a ball for Marian Central. Mike O'Hava was the one that recovered it.
And what an unsung hero, Mike O'Hava.
That is a live ball if it bounces in, if it's not recovered, but they're going to say that he recovered it out of bounds.
You know, I think he's over-aggressive. It might not have paid off there, because I think he forced the ball out of bounds. It may have been right on the line. He jumped, forced it out of bounds,
Oh, and I'd like to see that again. That is a live ball if it goes past 10 yards, and I've seen that in games before where nobody goes after it. Next thing you know, the kicking team goes right after it. And everyone's standing there like, what happened? We don't have a chance to see it, unfortunately, at this point, but that would have been a great one to see. So the Hurricanes on defense. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Handoff, left side, about 3-4 yards. Ball's loose. It's a fumble. Hurricanes.
This time the Hurricanes did come up with the ball. Could lightning strike twice? Well, it did here, folks.
Let's see who's got the ball.
Marian Central making the big plays
Who made
when
the
they
recovery?
have to.
The referees already said that Hurricanes have it. Smith was over there. It's Joe Rocker.
Joe Rockers, what a play everybody keeps talking about his quarterback ability, but that time makes the big fumble, and that could be the turning point in this ball game, friends.
The first turnover of the game. And the Hurricanes have the football. Plenty of time on the clock, 10:25 to go.
And in good field position at the 37-yard line.
You can see the handoff and then see the ball come loose just before he hit the ground. Looked like Andy Raccanelli was the one that caused the fumble. Rockers looking to throw. Pass near side. Smith caught it, and the ball went out of bounds. They may rule this incomplete. Actually, I stand corrected. It's Eatinger over there that had the football.
Eatinger on the right side today. He's been there all day. Marian Central now, the ones with the momentum here as we approach the 10-minute mark.
So second down and 10. And let's see, we have some whistles and a problem with something out here. At least the Marian Central coaching staff is pointing something out. I see one of the coaches from the Spring Valley side saying to decline whatever is out there. I don't know what that means. There's no flag. Now we got a discussion on the far side of the field. I think maybe they finalized those dinner plans is what they did, right?
Yeah, and they had to let everybody know about it.
So second down. Smith set out far side, Eatinger near side, split backfield. Rockers rolling out, looking to near side. Gonna go to the sideline. He's got Liska. He's open. 28 down to the 20 and dropped at the 16-yard line.
Something you don't see very often from Liska making a catch, but after he makes the catch, he's just like a running back. He makes the play and got about another 6-7 yards. Marian Central on the drive.
Tom Jepson, the one to bring him down from behind. A 19-yard pickup on the play.
The 1st and 10 Hurricanes at about the 17-yard line.
Haven't seen Liska out of the backfield that much, but I'm certainly don't want to see him out there catching footballs. 1st and 10 handoff. Liska nowhere to go this time. He's stonewalled by the Devils. Maybe get 1 or 2 just on the simple fact of forward progress.
It's definitely not Jason Liska's day. That Red Devil line is just surging, and he's not getting much at all.
So second down, caught about 9. They gave him about a yard, a benefit yard, at least on my account.
Liska now up around 70 yards rushing.
Handoff, Liska looking outside. He wants to take it wide, cutting in, small hole, driving forward. Gets a few yards, maybe up to about the 10-yard line.
Brought down by Josh Tegaletti.
Set up a 3rd down and about 3. Now maybe 2 yards.
A good front block here, as you'll see, that really sprung him right there. And Liska able to get in about 6 yards on the play.
Another 3rd down situation. Mueller, Liska in the backfield. Handoff, Liska's got a great block. Driving forward, 1st down and more. Down to the 5-yard line. What an impressive block by Mueller that set the hole there for Liska.
You said it all, Rusty. They're really opening the holes for Liska. He's finally getting a little bit of running room, and he's making the most of it. He's got 10 yards now and just 2 carries.
That's a great block. And most running backs say they do great talent, but it's what's in front of them that counts.
And that's what Liska said all year. He refuses to take the credit for his rushing record, saying that the line just makes great blocks for him, and they have done it for 4 years.
85 yards now, down to the 5-yard line. Handoff, and not much there, maybe about 2 or 3 yards. I think that was Shadle that came in.
Shadle, the ball carrier.
Give a break for Liska.
Yeah, Liska's made the last 3 plays, including
Look at
that
all the
big pass
tired
play.
players out there for Hall. I hate to say it, but they're getting up very slowly. A lot of pounding by those linemen. I'm sure a lot of those players not just play one way, they're playing both sides of the ball.
Maybe beginning to take its toll here as we are now just less than 8 minutes to play here in the game.
Ball is placed inside the 5 to 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Quarterback keeper Rockers wants it himself. Driving forward is he in? I don't see any signal by the referee. He's in.
Go Rockers, touchdown.
Rockers has just rocked Spring Valley Hall with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak.
Late call, but the touchdown nevertheless, and the Hurricanes now with the lead.
Rockers getting up slow, went forward, drove through, and was able to sneak in for the touchdown.
You saw right there that his neck might have been a little bit jammed on that tackle. It looks like he couldn't have moved, but he's up now, and it looks like he may be going for the extra point here. They're in the huddle.
What a play call.
There's a happy Marian crowd on the other side after what they just saw. With the lead now in Marian Central, the tradition continues here.
I'll tell you one thing. I see 5 crazy Canes fans. I'm not going to say what they're wearing out there, but they're not wearing much. But they're happy.
Use your imagination.
And they're running from one side of the field to the other. At least I know I'm warmer than they are. Hurricanes going for 2, nothing to lose. Rockers to far side of the field, incomplete.
Rockers underthrew the ball. He had a little bit more time. I think he got rid of it a little bit early. But the Hurricanes with the lead here as we're about the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Well, there was nothing to lose there. You're up by that 1-point difference like I mentioned. And if you get 2, you're up by 3. If you get 1, it's not going to make a difference at that point. So going for 2 was a better option. So with the 7:18 left, you see the score now. Hurricanes are up 15-14, and how critical is that safety now? When you look back, and earlier, I should say earlier, at 1:59 mark left in the second quarter is when they got that safety. And that's a key play because you're looking at a 9-point turnaround. And at 1 point or at 2 points makes a big difference right now in this game.
By magic, Rusty, it seems like after that safety, everything started going well for Marian. You got Jason Liska starting to find the holes, made some big plays. Joe Rockers to Paul Eatonger, that was a big play when they set that touchdown up, and just continuing to roll here. And now it's the Red Devils who need a touchdown.
And that's what stands in the way of everything. 7:18 to go. The winner of this game plays the winner of Freepoint, and I stand correct, Freeburg and DuQuoin. Coming in near side, Bryant. Slipping, loses the football and gets a convenient bounce right back in his hand.
Bounced right back up to him. If they would have fumbled that play, you could have just about put the nail in the coffin for the Red Devils because that would have been all she wrote. But he made a great play to recover the ball, and now they have new life. And I think there he goes back to the huddle.
I think basketball season was coming almost too soon here.
Yes.
Because that ball was a convenient bounce. Watch the way this ball jumps off the turf when he loses it just before he gets tackled. Boom, right in his hands.
And number 52 for Marian, Jeff Neiman making that stop.
Handoff, Barrett fighting him and doesn't want to give him much room there. Guarini not much, maybe a couple of yards. Guarini has carried the ball 21 times for 60 yards. That's a hard day carrying the football.
Yeah, he's definitely worked hard, and I'm surprised they're still going to him at this point. Down 1 point here, deep in their own territory. Well, about the 32-yard line, but...
Well, we know there isn't much passing with this team. They've only passed the football 4 times today. They ran it 68 times in a quarterfinal win. The Red Devils did last week. Handoff up the middle, and not much there. Maybe enough for 3 or 4 yards before he's stonewalled back by a bunch of Hurricanes.
That was a great point, Rusty. Coming into this game, the entire Red Devils passing attack had passed for just 682 yards as opposed to Marian, which was well over 1,500 with Rockers. So they're now throwing the ball. I talked to the coach before the game, Gary Vicini, said that they would not hesitate to throw the ball, and they felt that they could do it if they had to. Well, now they have to.
Big 3rd down play here for the Hurricanes, and a big one for the Red Devils. 3rd down and 4 at the 35. Split backfield, looking to throw, wants to throw near side, incomplete. He threw the ball into the ground.
Somebody may have had a hand on that, but if that, he just slipped out of his hands, if nothing else.
Nick User was the one that was over there, a 5'9" senior, and good defense, looks like on the play. Looked like he kind of second-guessed his throw there.
No,
and what a poor throw off his hands.
Untouched, just went right off his fingertips and down.
Jim Stahl was the one defending on the play for the Hurricanes. 4th down, and the Red Devils are going to go for it. 3 for 4 on 4th down conversions.
But not this far, Rusty. This is 4 long yards.
Hurricanes trying to stop them. Handoff up the middle, 1st down and more.
That
Guarini.
may have been A big play. That was just huge for the Red Devils on a 4th and 4. Number 45, Nick Garini, as he's done all day up the middle, has had success with it. And that time, 6 yards, first down. The Red Devils have new life.
4 for 5 on 4th down conversions.
Man.
That's called living on the edge if you're a coach, in my eyes.
Well, they needed it, and they sure got it.
And now we have an official timeout on the field. Looks like the referee is playing the equipment man. I knew these referees are more talented than anybody else. Fixes Racanelli's master. AH Entertainers, one of our sponsors for food, vending, music, and amusements. Give them a call, 708-253-2070. First down, pass play here. Rush coming out, downfield, and he's got User. 30-25, he breaks loose, he's going. He's going into the end zone for a touchdown.
Paul Eager slipped on that play, and now he's down. He knows what he did, and he cost him a touchdown. He's still down, shaking his head, and that was a big play. Paul Eager had his hands on him, couldn't make the play.
A big play for the Red Devils. They haven't done much passing the football. They step in, and the play of the day right there.
What a play. Jeff Turgalotti timed it perfect, threw it right in the air. Couldn't have gotten any better, and this crowd is up for grabs.
54 yards. The longest play for scrimmage for either team today. The Red Devils have spurted on top here. There's still 4:58 left on the clock. Let's see what the Red Devils do. They haven't kicked the ball all day. They go for 2, and it makes it 22-15.
Touchdown wins it, as we all know. Let's see what they do.
And I see the coach who wants a timeout here. Timeout for the Red Devils.
Let's see if we can get another look at that touchdown. What a throw by a guy not known for throwing. Jeff Turgliotti only threw for
didn't throw for much on that stat list there for the season. What, 300 yards, 400 yards?
No, only threw for 633 yards on the season. Had 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, so nothing very good. But on that, he'll take his 7th touchdown with pleasure as they have a 5-point lead now. What a play by Jeff Turgliotti to number 80, Nick Heuser.
And he was the one before that had the ball drop in front of him on the previous 3rd down play. And comes through here on the long pass and saw the ball. It was a good pass thrown. Nice spiral toss right into the hands of the receiver.
And I think because he was at least 4 yards ahead of the closest, there was Eager and another guy back there, but it looked like he was well out. I think it totally caught the Hurricane secondary off guard.
20-15 to score. This is a big call here for the coaching staff for the Red Devils. They get stopped here. All Marian's got to do is put points on the board to win.
And more importantly, a touchdown. Nobody's thinking field goal right now.
Everybody on their feet on both sides of the field.
Richard Nesty Stadium waiting the decision for the Red Devils, and here it is.
3-back set. Handoff Garini, fighting through, is he in? I don't see a call from the referee. Nope, I don't think he made it. Just shy of the goal line. Well, I'll tell you, these referees are not certain when they make their calls. They certainly wait their time.
Long time. You're right, Rusty. They waited.
They're going to give it to him. Boy, they waited a long time to make that call.
And they look like they discussed it. I mean, what is there to make? He's either in or he's not. I don't like that call.
And Garini goes in for the extra points. And I saw a bunch of the Red Devils grab pieces of grass and brought it to the sideline.
Maybe a apparent ritual here in Spring Valley.
Well, I didn't hear the cannons go off yet. Oh yeah, okay, one did go off, I understand.
They may be running out of cannon firepower. They weren't expecting this sudden surge in the second half. As you know, it was an 8-0 lead for the Red Devils in the first half, but Marian came to life, took a 15-9 lead, but now that lead has been erased.
Well, the way it started, you mentioned 8-0. They jumped up to 14-0. Garini with a 3-yard run. Marian Central got on the board with a safety to make it 14-2. That spurred them to a chance to cut it to 5 points. Shado on a 7-yard run early in the fourth quarter. Rockers went in on a 4-yard keeper and put Marian Central ahead for the only time today. 15-14, the pass failed on the 2-point conversion. And now We saw a 54-yard pass from Jeff Tergliati, a hitting user, and with the 2-yard, I should say the point after, 2-point conversion, it's now 22-15, under 5 minutes to go. Eatinger takes the sideline, 40, 45, pushed out of bounds, and great field position for the Hurricanes. 4:51 to go. They just need to get in the end zone with an extra point, and we could be looking for overtime.
Paul Eatinger on that time, I think, tried to redeem himself. Really got the Hurricanes in great field position at the 48 after making a costly error that costed Marian a touchdown. And now the Marian Central Hurricanes will start at the 44-yard line in a must-score situation.
A lot of time left, 4:51. Marian Central's been pretty much fighting their way back the entire day. They've had the momentum, but it might have shifted just recently. Rockers dropping back, looking. He's got Eatinger down the sideline. Flip pass, little too long.
Almost the same play that the Spring Valley Hall had success with, not as far out. Eatinger had his man beat, but unable to come up with the ball. A little overthrown by Rockers.
Rockers now 9 of 17, 127 yards. Eatinger's been on the receiving end 5 times for 96 yards.
Eatinger, as we said, is going to need to go over that 100-yard mark for Marian to be successful today, and he's approaching that right now. I'm sure he'll get it within the next 1 or 2 plays.
Second down. Eatinger, Smith set up near side, split backfield. Rolling out, Rockers looking to throw. He's got O'Leary. O'Leary the catch. 45-40, 35-30, pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line. First down for the Hurricanes. A major, major play of 30 yards on the carry.
On that pass play, Liam O'Leary just scooped it in, had daylight ahead of him, and ran for about 20 extra yards. And Marian Central in business here at the 29-yard line.
26-yard pass reception. O'Leary 2 carries, 34 yards.
There you see a
At
picture
least
of
receiving, I should say, 2 carries.
the
2
Hurricane.
receptions. Let me fix that. 2 receptions for 34 yards.
Yes.
Help me out when I need it here. 4:37 left. Still plenty of time left. Rockers wants to throw. He's looking towards the end zone. Rolling out, he's covered. Throwing short underneath the coverage. He's got a man. First down to the 10-yard line.
He caught the ball and then dropped it out of bounds, but the catch was made, as you can see, the official right there.
Ball was placed outside the 10, a 15-yard pickup on the play.
And just like we talked about, Paul Eatinger making the big kickoff return of about 15, 20 yards, got him up to near the 50-yard line. And Marian Central, when you give them that kind of field position, they're dangerous. And they really showed it here. They're down all of a sudden on the 10-yard line.
Actually a 16-yard pickup. Ball is placed on the 10. First and goal. 4 chances to get it in. Rockers wants to throw to the sideline. He's got Smith, and is it a catch? No, it drops out of his hand.
A real no catch. Paul Eatinger was there, but evidently he dropped it.
Make that Eatinger again. Get mixed up 34 and 44.
It's those 4s and those 33, 32s. They've really haunted us today, but the jerseys evidently have stayed pretty clear, Rusty, as we're approaching the 4-minute mark of the game.
Joe Rockers now 11 for 20 for 173 yards. So Rockers throwing the football pretty good. Second down and goal. Short drop. Ball batted up in the air, and I think Rockers is going to catch it.
How many times have you seen that, fans? Number 78.
Did Rockers catch it, or was it batted down? He batted it down, maybe. No, they're going to say he caught it. Rockers caught his own pass. How about that?
Number 78, Joe Thompson, was in there. He had his hands on it, but Rockers, the stronger guy, pulled it down himself.
Well, that was the safest play there, because this game could have been over. Now it's third and goal for the 17.
Under 4 minutes to go now. Marian Central needs a touchdown. That spot at the 10-yard line was costly because now they only have 4 plays to get it in.
17-yard line, third down and goal. Rockers dropping back, looking, going over the middle to Eatinger. It's picked off. No, it's incomplete. Eatinger said he got the ball in his hands.
He came up with the ball. I don't know what the refs are ruling here.
They say that the ball had hit the ground or popped out.
Nevertheless, a 4th down situation for the Hurricanes. And this is the ball game, folks.
3:35 to go and a timeout taken by Marian Central. The 17-yard line, also a time for us to take a break here in a way. Relax here a little bit, and everybody else. Time to tell you about AH Entertainers. as they serve McHenry County area for the last 50 years in food vending, music, and amusements. They'd like to congratulate the Marian Central Hurricanes on their fine season. And for all your food, music, and amusement needs, contact the fine people at AH Entertainers at 708-253-2070. Yes, there is excitement in my voice. What can I tell you?
Well, I'm sure that the Hurricanes would like that fine season to continue, Rusty. They're facing a 4th and 17 situation.
Of course, if they do win this game, they'll be down at Normal University. Of course, we will not be able to televise that. The fine folks with Sports Channel will definitely have that broadcast, but if we do get down there, we'll have an opportunity to get some sideline reports from yours truly here, who's been following Marian Central through the playoffs. And of course, we follow them through sports stuff and talk about all of our teams Tuesday nights, 7:30. And we'll have a chance to talk to the Crystal Lake South and Huntley volleyball teams. They each took 2nd place respectively in Class A and AA. We'll talk to them in a few weeks along Marian Central. Get ready for basketball. But football here, 4th down and goal from the 17.
The ball game, folks.
Rolling out, looking to throw. We got a flag in the end zone. Tipped up, no good, but there's a flag in the backfield.
That could give the Hurricanes new life, as you see number 7.
The ball was supposed to go to Smith, and the ball was tipped up and dropped, and now they say the flag was against Marian Central in the backfield for holding.
And now Marian may get it back one more time, 3:28 to go, down 7 points. The defense is going to have to come to life here today.
Well, Marian Central just used the timeout. I know they used one at least. There might be 2 or 1 left for Marian.
We'll try to get confirmation on that, but nevertheless, time definitely a factor now. They've got to get the ball back.
The Red Devils take over on downs on their own 17-yard line.
Well, there's been missed opportunities for Marian Central. The 3 turnovers we talked about earlier.
We can get a look at that throw. It didn't look like a bad throw, but it was thrown into traffic.
Yeah, there were a lot of linebackers back there. 17-yard line is where the Devils will have the ball. They're trying to make their first trip downstate. Handoff Garini, fights off the right side, holds onto the football, and gains about 3 yards. And you know, definitely, I'm sure that coach for the Red Devils is saying, hold on to the football.
Yes, they haven't turned the ball over much today, the safety, of course, but...
And of course, the one fumble that gave Marian life again. Here in the second half, we say how the turnovers were important. They kind of equaled themselves out. But they were I think they hurt more Marian Central early on because it took their momentum away from early on when they could have taken the lead early.
But Marian has had 2 turnovers on downs inside the red zone today. That hurts.
This will be a handoff, and going forward for a couple yards. I think Marian will use a timeout now. And let's see if they do, because this will be 3rd down and long yardage.
I tell you what, the Red Devils have maybe rushed for 3 yards here on 3 carries, and all of a sudden, Marian Central could get the ball back with about at least a minute and a half to work with.
And they're not even stopping the clock here, Marian Central. So 3rd down, maybe they're going to stop it on 4th down. So maybe they just have 1 timeout. Kind of surprised they didn't come out with a chance to stop it here. So 3rd down, the defense has to hold here.
They got to be
and
looking.
7.
They got to be looking for a fake play here or a pass play, because if they catch them off guard, the game's over.
Handoff off the end. And looks like we got a stretch for the marker, but I think he's short. He might have stepped out of bounds, 2 yards short of the marker.
And like we talked about, they're trying.
There might have been a hold in the backfield, but I didn't see a flag thrown. Pretty close to one. And 3rd down and about 2. They gave it to the young sophomore. And 4th down and about a yard.
Rusty, I had a feeling they were going to do something different.
Check your local listings for the time of the telecast in your area.
That's okay, don't worry about it. It's my mistake, not yours, because we can't hear what... Welcome back to Richard Nesty Stadium. Timeout was just taken on the field. 2:02 left, 4th down and less than a yard. And today, Hall Red Devils have been 4 of 5 on 4th downs.
Not what the Marian Central
Do you think you go for it here?
want to hear.
I'll tell you, if I was a coach right now, I'd punt. I would punt right now, but they're going to go for it.
Gutsy play call. If they lose this football game, it's right here.
4th and goal. Stretching for it. I don't know. I don't know. Depends on the mark of the football.
We can't see from the pileup, but it looks like he.
Yeah, they're not even going to measure it. They didn't even make the effort to measure. And I'll tell you something. Marian Central is upset on the far side of the field because it was close. They deserve a measurement.
And with good right. This official staff has been so slow in making calls today. A lot of controversial calls. I don't know what to say.
Referees should make the effort to measure, but they didn't even take the effort to do it, Grant.
And now, with only a minute and 45 to go in this game, looking bleak now for the Marian Hurricanes, trying to get back downstate for the first time in 6 years.
So now Hall has the benefit of another set of downs, and time is running down for the Hurricanes. They'll go down to one knee, and we got a flag. Flag is thrown with too much time. Let's see what Marian Central does here. They may decline this.
The clock stops.
Let's see if they, I guess they have to take the penalty though. Clock stops, but I think they restarted after the penalty though, Grant. Tell you, you look back in this game, you talked about the red zone being situations, that definitely hurt. And you know, Marian Central should have scored early to set the stage early, and that's what I think hurts this game, but they did come back strong with momentum. They definitely had some good momentum in the second half. They didn't give up without a fight.
And I said this in the first part of the game as we see another flag whistle blown.
Somebody might have lined up in the neutral zone. Let's see what we got here. The clock has not started. Well, it gives you a good chance to pick some players of the game, at least on both sides of the ball. I know you're looking at stat-wise. I don't know if we look more defensively. I guess Garini for the Red Devils, I guess would stand out more in my eyes. He really carried the ball quite a bit, about 26, 27 times for about 80, 85 yards.
Yeah, he really got it done up the middle today, and he had the 2 touchdowns. He's probably, obviously,
and I guess my other point of view, I guess I would have to go with Joe Rockers. You know, in my eyes, he stepped up when his team needed it to throw the football.
Yes, and that's the point I wanted to make earlier. Jason Lisko held to just 85 yards today. Who would have thunk? The last time he was held to under 100 yards, as you know, last year in the quarterfinals, they lost 25-6 to Aurora Central Catholic.
Carry off the left side for about 5 or 6 yards, or 4 yards, I should say. I don't know if Marian has a timeout yet, the one left.
And again, Jason Lisker running into a buzzsaw this year in the form of the Spring Valley Hall Red Devils. And with just over a minute to go, it's just second down, and the clock winding down along with the Marian Central season.
Well, it's been a season of, I'd say, more good than bad. It wasn't a season where you'd expect, you know, you'd be going this far. Of course, Marian Central hadn't had a chance to go this far since '89. It's been 6 long years to see Marian go this far. I really thought last year against Aurora Central, that team was more dominant. I really thought that was going to be the team to go far. This team was a team I expected to go the distance, but I didn't know if they had an opportunity to make it to normal.
And this team with 2 losses early, you didn't even know if they were going to make the playoffs, but they really turned it on toward the end of the season. They're down in the semifinals. A great season, nothing to be ashamed of now.
The clock is winding down. 1 play left to do here. They'll just hand it off, push it forward, and let's see, that should do it. And the pandemonium's going to be for the home team Devils. They're going to go down to normal.
Their first trip in school history, and you see the fans swamping the field. It's over, the cannons bomb. Marian Central is beaten 22-15.
I'll tell you one thing. I know one thing for sure. I see Coach Prophet over talking to the referee. And there's one thing that bothers me in my mind, and I don't want to harp on it too much, but there should be gratitude or a little bit of timing to take that chain out and measure.
I tell you
that
what,
one play call, they walked up, they said first down, and it was within a yard. Remember that earlier time they measured for Spring Valley Hall, it was within a yard? They gave him the opportunity to have that measurement of a yard, and he was a yard short that one time. You think Marian Central should have had that opportunity. They didn't get it, unfortunately. Not to say that's going to cost the game, but at least you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt and have a measurement there.
You've got to do that. You really do, Rusty. And I wouldn't be surprised if these officials have to get guarded off the field here. They're walking off now, but right now Marian just down in a huddle over there as we're wrapping things up. And it wasn't made to be. Marian Central did all they could. Joe Rockers, a great ball game.
Well, the Spring Valley Red Devils will get their opportunity to go down to normal. The Hurricanes will have to fight themselves back and do something next year and put it all together once again. This broadcast was directed by Peter Lilly, technical director Herbert Ferguson. On our cameras today, Mark Lilly, Vic Santee, and Tim McBride. Our producers, Peter Lilly and Herbert Ferguson. Our executive producer, Victor Santee. Today's game was brought to you by these fine sponsors that have really helped us through the playoffs: Smith Engineering Consultants, the Northwest Herald, and AH Entertainers. And I must thank Spring Valley for letting us come here and do the broadcast. A very nice area down here just southwest of LaSalle, Peru. Thank you very much for letting us use the facilities. And football season comes to a close, but it's been a very fine season for the Marian Central Hurricanes. They had a great year, at least all our football teams did. And I hate to tell you, but round ball is around the corner, so be on the lookout. Watch Sports Stuff Tuesday nights at 7:30. We're going to see if we can bring on Crystal Lake South, Huntley, Marian Central, and the Swimmers in the next few weeks. A lot of work to do, and we'll start off with basketball season coming up. The final score once again from Nesty Stadium here in Spring Valley. The Red Devils victorious in this Class 3A semifinal game, 22, the Marian Central Hurricanes 15.